Live from KSAT 12. Good Morning San Antonio starts right now.
The shooting occurred with 3 victims, 2 deceased at the scene when officers arrived.
A deadly shooting overnight ends with 3 people shot and 2 people dead. San Antonio police tell us how this all started.
All aboard this morning. We've got some high-ranking South Texas leaders meeting for a very special train bound for Austin, what this major transportation expansion means for the Alamo City.
All right, good morning, everyone. It is Monday, September 23rd, starting off your work week with us in the right way on GMSA.
Oh, yeah, check this out. We got some rain and some slightly cooler temperatures in the forecast this week, plus tropical development. Justin, pretty busy about that.
Yeah, the weather pattern has picked up in a big way, right? So, yes, we do have some rain chances we got to talk about, and we'll discuss that tropical activity, although I'll tell you right off the top here, it is not going to affect us. It'll be well to the east, but folks in Florida and much of the Gulf Coast certainly do need to keep an eye on it. Let's start with the radar here, because we do have some showers out there. These are all off to the north and west of San Antonio, even off to the west of Rock Springs and west of Junction, but this is something we're keeping an eye on. There is a weak frontal boundary out here, and it'll be around today. That'll give us some rain chances. It'll be around tomorrow, too. Even going into Wednesday with another push of some drier, cooler air, we'll have some small chances of rain. In the meantime, temperatures are still hot today. We're at 94. I mean, it's a little bit better than what we've been seeing, but still hot nonetheless. There is your 20% chance of rain. This is going to be mainly during the afternoon and evening hours here in San Antonio. And then as we get into tomorrow, we get to bump the rain chances up to 30% both Tuesday and Wednesday. But it's by Wednesday that we get a push of drier, cooler air, not a big cool down, but it'll feel a little bit better. The mornings especially will feel better by Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We're going to talk all about this, plus again the tropics, where that system could be headed. The latest on that in just a few minutes. Let's get over to RJ now. How are things looking on the roads on this early Monday morning?
All right, Justin. Yes. So things are looking okay right now. It's been a very busy night, obviously, for emergency officials as we take a look here at 410 Somerset Road, and we take another shot there at State Highway 130 all the way out there in the east side of town. 37 410 southeast side traffic looking okay both directions there. 37 Alamo Dome traffic looking okay there as well. We do have a stalled vehicle being reported 37 south at I-10, but for the most part, everything else across the city is looking okay. Let's check in with photojournalist Alex Gomez on a Monday morning. He's out and about in drive cam, and hopefully Alex is not a Cowboys fan because things not looking great. Maybe a late start for these Cowboy fans today.
Oh, man.
RJ, we damn boys, RJ. I just passed through downtown right now. I didn't see any issues on the roadways right now. But I am going to the west side. I'm on 90 westbound near Couples Road right now. Everything's still pretty quiet. You got to get some extra Z's this morning because how about them Cowboys, RJ?
Yeah, frustrating loss there for the Dallas Cowboys yesterday. We're going to show some highlights later on in this half hour of all the action, unfortunately, for the Cowboys and their fans. Thank you very much, Alex, for checking out things this morning on Drive Cam for us on Good Morning San Antonio. Jaffney?
Thank you, RJ. New this morning, 2 men are dead following a shooting on San Antonio's east side overnight. Happened around 10:30 last night on Brigsby, not far from Highway 87. Police say 3 men were shot during an argument in front of a sports bar.
One of the businesses behind me right now. When officers arrived, they located 2 deceased victims at the scene. One more victim was located and was transported to the hospital. Now that 3rd victim appears to have non-life-threatening injuries.
Police also say that the shooting suspect got away in a vehicle. However, they have no description of the vehicle or the suspect right now.
Also new this morning, San Antonio police say that an argument led to another shooting, this one at an apartment complex in the 3100 block of Thousand Oaks. That's not far from Jones-Maltzberger Road. San Antonio police say that just before 11 p.m., some people were hanging out at an apartment complex pool when 2 guys started arguing and then shot at each other. Police say that one of them got away in a vehicle and then showed up at a nearby clinic with a gunshot wound. The other was actually taken from the swimming pool and is now listed in critical condition.
Developing this morning, Bexar County Sheriff's deputies are investigating the death of an inmate inside the county jail. Investigators say the 31-year-old Andrea Garcia found unresponsive inside her cell this morning just after 3. That's after her cellmates notified deputies that she didn't look well. Deputies said that they immediately responded and began performing life-saving procedures. She ended up passing away after what deputies are calling a medical episode triggered by her detoxing conditions. The Bexar County Medical Examiner will make the final cause of her death official after an investigation. Garcia is the 5th inmate to die in Bexar County Jail custody since July of 29th.
Happening this morning, an early meeting of some high-ranking South Central Texas leaders on a train. Bexar County Judge Peter Sakai and San Antonio Councilwoman Melissa Cabello-Haberda and Travis County Judge Andy Brown will host the Texas Passenger Rail Advisory Committee meeting on an Amtrak train. So this meeting will focus on the expansion of passenger train services between Monterrey, Mexico and Austin. The ride will start right here in the Alamo City this morning in just about an hour from now and will end up in Austin. Leaders will speak about their effort to expand the railway transportation services in the upcoming Texas legislative session once they get to our capital city.
Also this morning, we will be live at Makerspace in Harlandale ISD as we cover TRL Productions 2024 to 2025 Bear Fest program. It's where the teams of students from all over our viewing area get hands-on experience creating marketing materials for area nonprofits. And today, those students are finding out which nonprofit they are matched with.
Yes, it is a big day for them, basically called Pairing Day, right?
Yep.
When they're going to figure this all out. It's all happening today at Harlandale ISD's Makerspace. So you may be asking yourself, what is a makerspace? Well, our Devin Karp got an inside look at everything the facility has to offer for students, and he's live out there right now. Good morning, Devin.
Yeah, good morning, RJ. Now, the district is able to take this old school building and repurpose it into a new center where students can design, engineer, and create whatever project they're looking for the future of tomorrow. Now, that could mean they're learning how to stream a Twitch game or a video game live on Twitch, or learn how to fly a drone like this one. Now, each different room in this building has a different purpose for students where they can navigate, learn the equipment, and figure out how to create different projects on their own, whether that be an audio and video recording room for TikToks or making podcasts, a computer lab for playing and streaming video games, sewing their own clothes, flying drones through an obstacle course, programming robots, even learning how to 3D print objects. Now, almost everything you're seeing in this video right here, whether it's some of the computers or some of the drones, they were all built by students here. Now, faculty says that's on purpose. They hope to spark a curiosity of learning by doing within some of these kids.
It's what changes a student from maybe not being into school into being into school, because now they know this is what I'm interested in. This is how I can make this.
Now, they've served 2,000 students just in the first year of operation and say they see the Makerspace becoming a student community center far into the future, operating outside of just typical school hours. And now our GMSA team is going to be here live for GMSA at 9, previewing ahead to the Bear Fest. That's where these students are going to get to know which nonprofits will be paired up with for the next 6 months as part of this program. Now, you'll be able to watch it over the air at 9. You can also see it online at KSAT.com and KSAT Plus. For now, I'm Devin Karp, KSAT 12 News.
Really exciting, Devin. Thanks so much. We got some more fallout for the Republican candidate for governor in North Carolina. Several top staffers in Mark Robinson's campaign have quit after a news report said that he made a series of racist and inflammatory comments years ago. Meanwhile, former President Donald Trump returned to the Tar Heel state this weekend. He also held tele-rallies with voters in Virginia and Minnesota states, where early voting is already underway. New national polls show that a close race between him and Kamala Harris, and NBC polls shows that Vice President Kamala Harris leading by 5 points among voters. Another by CBS has her up by 4 points.
And this morning, House Speaker Mike Johnson is trying once again to avoid a government shutdown with a new short-term spending bill. The new proposal would keep the government open through December 20th and provide $230 million for the U.S. Secret Service. Johnson called the continuing resolution bare bones and says that it contains extensions that he says are absolutely necessary. Johnson tried to pass a plan last week that funded the government through February, but the bill failed after most Democrats and a handful of Republicans rejected it. Johnson says that he does not want a shutdown before the November election. The government technically runs out of money at the end of September.
Man, what's wrong with our Cowboys?
I don't.
What's going on?
We gotta figure this out. Yes.
Got to figure it out, y'all. We're talking
It
all
ain't looking
football
good so
coming up
far.
later.
Yes.
It was a struggle. Okay, so we're getting into that, but right now, 5:09, 78 degrees outside.
All right, so we're continuing this saga here. Where, oh, where is this missing bull? Where did it go? The owner out in St. Hedwig still wants to know this Monday morning how you can help them track down this bodacious bovine.
Plus, caught on camera, can you believe it, man? Someone seen stealing a boy's lemonade stand. How the community, though, rallied to help.
Yeah, that is a tough video to see there. Yeah, we'll give you more details on that here in just a bit. Taking a look outside, live cam across the city of San Antonio. We are getting you started on your work week here. Good morning, San Antonio. We're going to check in with Justin. Also checking the roads here just a little bit, Alex, and see how things are looking out there. 5:13, welcome back to Good Morning San Antonio. Well, you may remember this guy right there. Hard to forget, right?
Right.
Yes. Neighbors in St. Hedwig caught this Brahma bull in their yard on their Ring doorbell camera.
But get this, the bull's owner says that his bovine still missing, and maybe he's trying out for the Brahma's UFLT. We don't know.
Good one there. Okay, Zaria Oates went to try and grab this bull by the horns out there in St. Hedwig to figure out how you can help find him.
This bull was spotted in several St. Hedwig front yards the night of September 17th.
What's the bull's name?
Chulo.
Almost a week later, his owners, Robert and Jesus Martinez, say he's still missing.
Someone left the gate open, and that's why it walks to the neighbors.
It's a gate that's never left open until recently.
We have this property for sale, and when you have something for sale, anyone can come and see. So maybe they didn't pay attention.
The Martinez family says they're selling all of their land in St. Hedwig because the growing city is limiting available land for animals in the area.
We're selling this land also because it is a lot of houses start building right here, and I think gas station's gonna build here. So we want to just pretty much have like a more quiet place, especially for animals.
Some of the neighborhoods near them are so new, they don't even show up on a map. The Martinez family tells me the growing developments have also pushed them to sell some of their animals because of the limited available land. But one thing's for sure, they had no plans on selling their Brahma bull anytime soon and are desperately trying to find him.
The only way we can get him back is with help with the community.
So if you see this bull, contact the KSAT newsroom so we can reunite him with his owners. Zaria Oates, KSAT 12 News.
I hope they find Chulo.
I know, yes.
Right.
Let's make sure Chulo gets back home.
Hey, looking cool out there. Okay,
It is,
so
yes.
get back home, Chulo. 5:15, 78 degrees outside.
Well, a boy was trying to sell lemonade to save up for a dirt bike, and unfortunately, that's when a thief showed up and stole his lemonade stand. We'll tell you how his community has rallied around it and responded to help him out.
Good news coming up your way, but first we gotta look at the roads real quick. Alex Gomez, you see him rolling. Of course, we don't say like we have any traffic issues going on right now, but hey, if there does pop up, he will be the person to hook you up coming up after the break. Welcome back, 5:18. Good morning, San Antonio. Okay, so here's a story that'll make you get angry at first, but smile in the end. Community in Southern California rallied around an 11-year-old boy who had his lemonade stand stolen, of all things. You see it right there on camera. This happened in Ramona, which is about 35 miles north of San Diego.
Yeah, this is a tough camera to see here. So check this out. The boy was trying to raise money so he could buy a dirt bike. Well, he had to run and get some supplies, and you see him right there.
Oh.
We saw earlier that someone just got out of a truck, loaded up this boy's lemonade stand, and just took off. The boy returns, obviously was very upset, and when the community learned about what happened to Liam, that's his name, they wanted to do something to help him out.
So the community just like started pouring in with like, hey, you know, can we replace the table, the chairs? Can we donate to his stand or whatever? Because you know he's been trying to save for a dirt bike.
Well, in the end, Liam was even surprised with that brand new red dirt bike you just saw right there. The new lemonade stand was also gifted to him so he can continue his little business there. And many people donated some cash as well.
But get this, Liam's heart's so big, it's money that he's going to donate to the animal sanctuary. As for the person who took Liam's lemonade stand, still no word on whether the suspected thief has been caught, man. Like I said, who does that? Why?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if that person was even was trying to clean stuff up. job or was he doing something more malicious? But you ask yourself, what was the purpose of you picking up somebody else's property like that?
Yeah, definitely some pretty low stuff there, as we were saying.
Ended on a happy note, though.
Yes, it did. Yeah, so good stuff there for Liam, and thankfully that community rallying around that little boy right there. Get that lemonade stand going.
Yes.
Here. All right, we're taking out traffic, your traffic authority, as we take a look at our TransGuide traffic cameras. 37 Fair Avenue, southeast side of town. Traffic looking pretty good both directions there. 35 right there at 410, same situation. Not too many people on the roads right now. Again, as you start your work week, and we do have to let you know about these closures that are taking place in the downtown area. So this is because of the filming of the show 1923. So basically this stretch of Broadway right there, the streets and sidewalks will be closed today. That's going to be Broadway between Pecan and Houston. And we're also going to have closures there at East Travis from Jefferson to North Alamo, and also Peacock Alley a little bit south there of East Travis from Jefferson to North Alamo as well. Again, they're filming this show 1923. It's basically the prequel, I think, to Yellowstone.
Yes.
Just okay. Yes.
Is it the prequel or is it set after?
It's after.
I think it's the prequel because they're current Yellowstone and they're in the current. They're in the present.
I wouldn't know. I'm just over here guessing.
Either way.
I'm just like, yeah.
You would know better than I would.
Travis Park area, and we're going to check in with Alex right now. Alex, how are things looking out there?
Yeah, well, it's a good start to the morning commute, RJ. Like you were saying, I'm on the east side right now. I-10 eastbound right by MLK Drive. So far, construction on the west side has wrapped up, especially right there at 151 Callahan Road. So no issues to worry about right now, RJ.
All right, good to see that, Alex. We'll continue to check in with him in Drive Cam, but things looking pretty good out there, y'all.
Now, we were talking about lemonade earlier and how, that would have been a very tasty thing to have this weekend. It was
anything to cool yourself down.
It was a little hot this weekend, but before we get into the tastiness of what our forecast is looking like in comparison is, it's time for Just Ask Justin.
Yes, it is. And Jeff, you'll be happy to know that you inspired me on this one.
Ooh,
you threw out a cloud the other day, and I was like, let's talk clouds. So which of these is not a type of cloud? Lenticular, asperitas, crepuscular, or mammatus?
What'd you say?
I'm so excited. Crepuscular.
She said
what was that last one?
Nicely. Mammatus.
Mammatus,
Okay.
Mammatus.
So think about it.
Okay.
We'll reveal the answer at about 6:40 this morning. You can vote, though. Go to ksat.com/poll or scan that QR code. Let us know what you think. See if you can render a guess here. We made it kind of difficult this morning on a Monday, but that's what
I'm
we
excited
do.
about
get
this
people
one.
working a little bit.
It's a pop quiz.
Yes.
I got this.
Okay, let's jump into the forecast. Yes, I think you used the term tasty. Is that what you said, tasty?
I said something along the line.
Yeah.
I never know what I say sometimes.
Yeah, you know what? I think you may be right, though. We've got some good news in the forecast, and that's what we've been waiting on. The Authority radar shows we've got some showers and even maybe a few rumbles of thunder out to the west. So this is west of Rock Springs, north of Del Rio. Our friends in Del Rio are getting some rain this morning. I know you guys have needed it so badly. And yes, there's a little bit of rainfall, and nothing heavy, but rain nonetheless. We'll be watching some of this activity. I think it stays out to the west this morning, but there is a weak frontal boundary that is going to move in today into the area, and that should be enough to get some isolated showers and storms going. This is 5 o'clock today. So the evening commute, maybe you run into a shower. I don't think it'll be terribly widespread, but the chance is there. 7 o'clock, same story. I think after sunset, most of this dies down. As we get into tomorrow, front's still around, so we still have some more chances of rain here. This is noontime tomorrow, and then around 5 o'clock shows a few isolated showers and storms. We are actually going to up rain chances a little bit tomorrow. I think we have just a little bit more lift on your Tuesday, so we'll put in a 30% chance. And that'll probably hang over into Wednesday morning as well before we take rain chances away. So our forecast today, some clouds this morning, 85 noontime, 10% chance of rain, and then we up it to 20% chance of rain by 4 p.m. Our high temperature right around 94. Okay, let's go out to the tropics. We got this big blob here. That is a developing system out in the Caribbean. And where does it go? Well, the models have been in pretty good agreement now that this is going to go well east of Texas and may head somewhere along the Florida Panhandle. This could be a pretty massive storm too. So folks in Florida, really anywhere along the Gulf Coast here, need to pay close attention. And then it would move inland by the weekend. But let's take a look at the futurecast here. So a couple features I want to point out. There is the front. Now we have one weak front in here today. There's going to be another push of cooler, drier air that moves into San Antonio late Wednesday into Thursday, and that's going to clear everything out, okay? So we'll get some pretty nice weather by the end of the work week. But it's also going to push this system, again, well to the east towards Florida. So it gets wrapped up in this low, and that basically pulls it due north into the Florida area, maybe around Georgia, Mississippi, Alabama. All need to watch this. And then with that off to our east, it keeps northerly flow in place really into the weekend, which means we'll get some great weather into the work week, into the weekend. I think you're going to like the forecast. So let's put it all together for you. 20% chance of rain today, 30% chance Tuesday and Wednesday. Again, that weak front around today and tomorrow. Then we get a secondary push of drier, cooler air late on Wednesday, and then we clear out. Thursday, now this is not a big cool down, but highs in the low 90s and morning lows in the mid 60s. Doesn't sound so bad, quite honestly, and we keep that going right into the weekend.
I love it. I'm telling you, I'm digging it because this weekend I was trying to hang up something in my backyard after I cut it, and just standing in one spot.
That humidity.
Whoa. I was like, okay, this has got to give. So we got that relief right there.
Went out for a nice walk on Saturday night, and I was already kind of feeling it out there. I was like, okay.
It gets better.
5:25 right now, 78 degrees outside.
All right, Cowboys, Texans fans. I know y'all be hurting this morning. Maybe need a little extra of that strong coffee out there. Waking up a bit disappointed this morning, despite that nice field goal right there. Why neither team, look at these sad Cowboys fans, were able to get in the win column this past weekend. 5:29, welcome back. Well, Cowboys and Texans fans reeling this Monday morning after a rough Sunday afternoon. Both teams taking major L's yesterday.
Rough is not the word. It's just an emotion.
Brutal, yeah.
So, again, it's still too early in the season, and all is not lost just yet. But the Cowboys have some concerns, no doubt about it. They fell behind big time to the Ravens and then almost made a comeback on game day, but a little too late. Ravens, though, scored touchdowns on their first two drives. Derrick Henry, who was a beast of a man, ran for 151 yards, 2 touchdowns. Then Lamar Jackson, of course, accounted for the 2 scores, and the Baltimore Ravens held on for a 28-25 victory over the Cowboys. Now, the Cowboys have now allowed 120 points in their past 3 home games. That included a 48-32 wild card loss to Green Bay in January that ended Dallas's 16-game winning streak at the AT&T Stadium. And then Dallas cut a 28-6 deficit 2-3 in the fourth quarter before the Baltimore ran out the final 3 minutes. A very, very intense game, but it was just like, come on, what is happening in these first 3 quarters?
They have not been playing well at home at all. Tough loss there for the Cowboys. All right, how about the Texans? Looking to stay undefeated yesterday, but here we go. They're at US Bank Stadium taking on, my Minnesota Vikings, Skull Vikings, who the Texans have never beaten. The Vikings showing some early firepower in offense. Sam Darnold with a nice pass there to Justin Jefferson. He had 4 touchdown passes, and the undefeated Vikings used another dominant performance on defense to beat C.J. Stroud and the Houston Texans. You see Aaron Jones getting a touchdown right there. Jonathan Grenard had 3 of 4 sacks on C.J. Stroud, and Grenard is actually a former Texans player, so the former Texans player doing some damage there. The Vikings defense also intercepted Stroud twice. Texans coming back home, though, to NRG Stadium to take on the Jacksonville Jaguars Sunday at noon at NRG Stadium. I'm not too worried about the Texans. I am worried about the Cowboys. I didn't like seeing all the sideline fighting.
Oh, yeah.
CD and Dak, they were kind of going at each other.
But to be fair, again, the Ravens were on CD like
that's
glue.
True.
They were like, that's one of their biggest weapons. So, I mean, good for the Ravens. But, another team that struggled, another popular one is the Eagles. The Saints, which is a great team. They almost lost it. So I don't know what's happening with these teams right now. They just need to get their flow and rhythm together right now.
Cowboys play the Giants Thursday night.
Let's go.
Need a win there.
Let's make it. What is it? 2-1 right now, right?
1-2 Cowboys.
1-2.
Yes.
God, 1-2. Okay.
5:31 right now and 78 degrees outside.
Okay, something that's very troubling. Thieves targeting child identities because they can go undetected for years. What a financial expert from is saying that you can do if you find out this happened to your child.
This morning, what San Antonio police are doing now to find suspects wanted in a deadly shooting that happened outside of a taco cabana this past weekend.
Plus, crooks taking advantage of using a child's name to open credit cards and destroy their credit history. A local financial advisor shows us what to do if this happens to your child.
And today is Bear Fest. This is a unique local program that puts high school students together with local nonprofits.
Good morning. It is now 5:34. Thanks so much for waking up with us on GMSA.
Yeah. Appreciate you guys hanging out with us. Hopefully you guys had a good weekend. Everyone out there? Yes. It was a little warm though.
Cut the yard. Cut the yard. Got that done.
You said you got some sweat going.
Hard work.
It was, and my yard is an uphill yard too, so it was pushing it, but it felt like a
workout.
it felt like a sauna though. Are we still gonna feel that way today?
It is still gonna be fairly warm, but I got good news for you. We're finally gonna get some changes this week. Not a big cold front, but we do have a front that's gonna move through. We'll bring some lower humidity with it and some slightly cooler temperatures. So let's start with today's forecast. Still pretty warm. A 94 is where we end up, and it may feel a little bit warmer than that when you factor in the humidity. We do have a rain chance, though, by the afternoon, and I think that's by 4, 5, 6 o'clock. We could see some isolated showers and storms. And on the radar this morning, we're already seeing a little bit of activity out to the west. So we're watching some showers and storms out around Rock Springs, around Del Rio, and north into Valverde County. I think this likely stays well west of San Antonio, at least for the first half of the day. But again, we are going to add in some of those rain chances later this afternoon. And we get to bring rain chances up Tuesday and Wednesday to 30%. By Wednesday afternoon, though, we get a secondary push of drier, cooler air. And that means some better weather for Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I think Friday Night Football will finally be a little more tolerable with the way temperatures are looking. Plus, we're going to update you on that tropical system that we got in the Caribbean. More on that in just a couple minutes. But let's talk traffic and get you out the door this morning. How are things looking?
Yeah, Justin, taking a look at your traffic authority. Again, been pretty busy overnight for some emergency crews and officials. As we take a look at some of our cameras, that's going to be 1604 Marbach on the far west side of town. Traffic looking pretty good there. Only thing that KSAT's right now reporting is going to be I-10 west at Camp Bullis on the far northwest side of town. And speaking of the far northwest side, it was a deadly night on the roads in that area. A person was killed just a couple of hours ago along I-10 near Burney Stage Road. So we are told that a man and a woman were pushing their car on the access road when a gray pickup truck struck them from behind. Police say that the man was killed and the woman was taken to the hospital and is expected to be okay. Police say that the driver of that truck took off.
We're starting to learn more about that deadly shooting that happened outside of a Taco Cabana this past weekend on Ritterman Road, not far from I-35. Police said that the man who died in the shooting was 52 years old. What we know is that a man was reportedly shot and killed while standing on the patio of the Northeast Side Taco Cabana. SAPD is working to track down security video from the Taco Cabana to help them in their investigation.
Well, our Solutionary series, shining a spotlight on the people, programs, and places that are finding ways to solve problems in our community. Well, our newest edition is all about a local man who isn't just filling a gap here, but around the globe. You saw a little video of him. That would be Gordon Hartman. He's the definition of a solutionary for sure. He created Morgan's Wonderland, the first ever all-inclusive theme park for people with special needs. Since Morgan Wonderland, he's added around 13 other projects for the special needs community.
We went out to the special needs community. We went out to doctors. We went out to therapists. We went out to grandparents. We went out to caregivers. We had numerous town halls to learn. And then from that is how we determine what to build.
All right, yes, Morgan Hartman right there. You just heard him right now on KSAT.com. Our Courtney Friedman goes back to the beginning with Gordon Hartman, his life, his purpose, his solutions, and how they are quite literally changing the world out there. All right, well, child identity theft is on the rise, and it's not something that many parents really kind of think about. That's why crooks are taking advantage of that and using a child's name to open credit cards and destroy their credit history.
Arpadi Santos with some helpful warnings from a local financial expert.
Thieves target children because they can go undetected for years. Now, some kids might not know that they are victims until they are adults and start applying for loans, open bank accounts, and credit cards. So parents and guardians, make sure that you secure the family's sensitive documents. Think about a lock or a bank box. And pay attention to any letters you might get about data breaches that might have exposed your family's information.
You're going to want to contact the institution first to find out the level of the breach to see what exactly was exposed. It should include that in the notification, but it's always good just to double check. After that, you're going to want to contact the 3 major credit bureaus, run a full credit file on both yours and your child's social security number, which parents don't often do. A lot of times they just focus on their information, not even thinking that their child's information could have been exposed or even used.
Social media, websites, and iPads could all compromise their identities too. But hear this, investigators say close family members who have access to the child's social security and birth certificates are usually more likely to be behind the thefts. Coming up in the next hour, we're going to help you have the talk with your kids.
That was Patty Santos reporting there. Well, you can soon order free COVID-19 testing kits straight to your door. The federal program in charge of that initiative will restart later this month. Households will be able to order up to 4 nasal swab tests. Federal agents say that the test will detect the current strain of the virus and will be ready to be shipped out ahead of the holiday season.
Movie fans, you can see some upgrades the next time you go to the theater. The industry group representing the largest 8 theater chains in the U.S. and Canada says that it's investing more than $2 billion in new upgrades. Some of the renovations include the new projection technology, better sound systems and seating, revamped carpeting, and better food. In all, the 3-year renovation plan encompasses 21,000 screens, or nearly 70% of the North American box office. So all those upgrades mean that your movie ticket will no longer be $40, but it's probably going to be $100 to get in there and enjoy all of that.
Yeah. And then half the time I'm like falling asleep because they got those recliners.
Yes. They're probably going to make massage chairs now. Either way, I mean, cool upgrades, but it's the prices that everybody be worried about.
Yeah. They seem to be going up there. All right, y'all, 5:41 right now, 78 degrees outside.
And next, we're going to introduce you to different nonprofits who have been paired with different schools for BearFest.
And taking you outside live cam as we take a look across the city of San Antonio. We are hoping for a little bit of a dip in some of those warm temperatures that we saw over the weekend. We got the man with the plan, Justin Horn, to check out not only your forecast for today, but the rest of the week. We'll be right back.
Welcome back, 5:44. Okay, so we're kicking off our live coverage of BearFest in just a few hours. We've been telling you guys all about this for like the past several days
we're pretty excited about this. So we're going to introduce you to different nonprofits who have been paired with different schools to spread the message through videos or social media of all the good causes with these NPOs throughout our area.
And some organizations participating for the first time, including the Kendall County Women's Shelter. For years, this organization has served women and children who have survived domestic abuse. Well, they are hoping not only will the students paired with them be able to put their creative abilities to use, but they hope whatever they learn from the organization will teach them skills that could be used in their own personal lives.
I think our expectation is just new partnerships, just additional exposure within the community, and just a way to continue to expand our mission with a really cool population that is, I think students are really innovative, far more than I remember, my friends being at that age. They're far more creative, and so to me it's a natural fit, and I can't wait to see kind of where it goes.
So I wanted to dive in a little bit deeper with this organization. On GMSA at 9, I'm going to introduce you to a domestic abuse survivor who now works as a board member for the shelter. Her passionate words on why she thinks it's important to partner with TRL and the students to spread their mission even more. It's going to be a great story. And again, you're going to see why this is so impactful in our community, having that partnership of nonprofits and students to spread the word and the good cause.
Yeah, I've heard some great things about the Kendall County Women's Shelter, about what they do for the community. I got the chance to hang out with the Brackenridge, their media program. So those kids were really cool. And I'm excited to share that story at 9 o'clock.
All right. We got 5:46 right now, 78 degrees outside.
All right, Meta kicking off 2024 Meta Connect. That's going to take place this week. We'll get a first look at a cheaper version of the Meta Quest VR headset, smart glasses, and much more.
Welcome back, 5:49 in your morning consumer headlines. Meta Connect 2024 kicks off this week. The event features the less expensive Quest 3S and the new AI upgrades. A headset will be priced at just $299. So if you got that hanging around, go ahead, spend it on this. Meta is also expected to unveil new AR glasses and enhance Ray-Ban smart glasses.
I guess just in time for some holiday shopping. Here we go. Microsoft plans to use power from the 3 Mile Island nuclear plant. So check this out. The plant would provide carbon-free energy for Microsoft's data centers from a reactor that was not involved in the 1979 partial nuclear meltdown at that site in Pennsylvania. The U.S. Nuclear Regulatory Commission still must review and approve this deal. All right, y'all, taking a look at our traffic authority, TransGuide traffic cameras. Things looking okay right there on the roads. Taking a look at 37 Loop 410 as we see that traffic moved along pretty well. Not seeing too much right now on TxDOT's website. I-10 West at Camp Bullis did have a stalled vehicle out in that direction, but everything else is looking okay for the most part if you're stepping outside right now to start your Monday morning. Here we go.
Yeah.
And we have some changes headed our way, guys. Some good news here in the extended forecast. Today's forecast still warm. Yes, we do have a front here. Now, this is a very weak front, but it's there. So you got some cooler weather behind it, some 80s for places like Rock Springs, Junction. We'll still be in the mid-90s here in San Antonio. But as we look at the dew points, so they don't really come down today. Again, that front kind of stalls. But we get a second push of drier air by late Wednesday, and that brings dew points down into the pleasant category by Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, which means we'll still have some hot afternoons, but the mornings, it's the mornings that will feel so much better. We'll have some mornings in the 60s starting on Thursday, and I think you'll like the forecast a little bit better by the end of the work week. Authority radar right now shows we've got some showers and maybe even a few thunderstorms out west near Rock Springs. These are all kind of tracking off to the north. This is more or less along that front. A lot of this is going to stay out to the west initially this morning, but as that weak front kind of drapes itself across the area today, we could see some isolated stuff develop. This is around 5 o'clock, 20% chance of rain, that's it. But a few of us will get a shower and maybe a few rumbles of thunder. This is around 7 o'clock as well. And then by tomorrow, well, that front's still around. It's kind of falling apart, but it's still there. And so by noontime into the afternoon, we'll have some showers and storms. And I think we have a little better lift tomorrow, so about a 30% chance of rain on your Tuesday. And again, by Wednesday, that's when we start to see a second push of drier, cooler air. And that's when it starts to feel better. Let me show you the upper level map here. And this is what we got going on. So this is that second front. This is Tuesday at 6 o'clock. And by Wednesday, yes, it pushes through and we get that push of drier air. Then in the tropics, we're going to have a developing system. I think this is going to be Hurricane Helene. That's what we've been talking about for about a week now. It'll get steered north because of this upper level low, which, by the way, helps to push our front through. It's going to steer Helene north into probably the Florida Panhandle. At least that's the way it looks right now. Then on the back side of this, we'll continue to get dry air pushing into the area through the weekend. Folks on the eastern half of the Gulf Coast will certainly need to pay close attention to the tropics. But for us, it is all about that drier air that'll be coming in by the weekend and by the end of the work week. So 92 tomorrow, 30% chance of rain, 93 on Wednesday with a 30% chance of rain, and then the drier air works in. Now it's still going to be fairly warm, as I said, during the afternoons, but the mornings, 64 Friday morning, that sounds nice.
Looks nice, yeah.
No, it was so crazy because yesterday I sat on the porch early in the morning and I was just like, this feels amazing. So if we're going to be seeing that more often,
it's going to get better.
I'm all about it.
Yep.
554, 78 right now.
All right, let's take a look at some of your Texas Lotto numbers here. Pick 3, 805, Fireball 1, Daily 4, 4, 7, 4, 0, Fireball 5. We got our Cash 5, y'all, 9, 15, 19, 25, 27, and Lotto Texas 2, 5, 11, 13, 22, Emmett Smith's old number, and number 24.
Now that Powerball, 17, 19, 21, 37, 45, Powerball 14 with a 2-time mega player. Check them tickets right now. Good luck, San Antonio.
557, welcome back to Good Morning San Antonio. Well, it's almost time for this year's Head for the Cure 5K. Actually, we're only days away. It's going to be this Saturday at Providence Catholic School across the street from the KSAT studios downtown. KSAT supports Head for the Cure in honor of our former news director, Jim Boyle, who died of brain cancer. All the money from the event goes to brain cancer research.
All right, coming up in our next half hour of GMSA, it may be spooky season, but we're already looking ahead to December. How you can get involved with Angel Tree, helping local kids have an amazing Christmas.
And the search is still on for this guy right here, a missing Brahma bull spotted in St. Hedwig out there in Far East Bexar County. How he got away to seek greener pastures coming